Alright everyone, tonight we're going to do a review on Smokey Mountain Paydirt, gold concentrates from Smokey Mountain. It's 5 pounds. It's from eBay seller nickbb44. Came out of Bryson City, North Carolina. Again, 5 pounds. We're just going to jump right into it. It did come in a second safety bag, so it was bagged up pretty well. That's all of it, so you can see it. And we are just gonna, this is a lot of sand, so I might just sift this down a little bit real quick, see if there's any large rocks in it at all. If there is, then we'll set those in a different pan to pan out quick, but most of this, this is really going to take some time panning, actually, now that I'm looking at this already. This is just, you can see all the black sand. It's just beach sand and black sand. So basically out of a whole filled up cup of material, that's all the rocks right there. You can see that way. Wow. Yeah, that is truly sand. Again, just because there's so little rocks in here, we can just probably lift this up and it'll take out half of it. So I think I can probably already tell this probably isn't going to be a full-length video, guys. This stuff is so thick that I'm either going to separate it out more and run it on the miller table, or I'm really going to pan that a tablespoon at a time. So out of that, that's the actually siftable rocks out of there. We'll throw those in a pan real quick and do those, but I'll be right back with that, and then we'll probably take a tablespoon or so of this, get it on going. Again, this is from nickbb44, eBay seller. It was $22 with shipping and handling, and that's the rocks out of all of that sand. So not paying for rocks here, guys. I'll be right back. All right, so we are just gonna do those rocks quick. I have already added some jet dry into here. Again, you're relieving the surface tension with that so that the fine gold doesn't float away. And even decent sized pieces of gold can actually float, just depending upon how bad the surface tension really is. That'd probably be pretty miraculous to see any gold up here, just because, like I said, being that those rocks, there really wasn't much there. I mean, I did empty it into another container, and we're just going to start out with trying to agitate that. We'll see how much black sand is in there. You know, black sand's always your worst enemy, and it's loaded. When you hear sellers talking about black sand and making sure too that you're going through your material more than once, it's again because black sand is kind of like quicksand in a way. I mean, it can really trap that material. That's one of the reasons you try to tap when you stratify. That's another reason that you use magnets and those type of things. don't know. I don't think I have my magnet close. I am going to get it though. So just hold on one second. Okay, so I did find my magnet. I had it right next to me and I'm just blind. So one of the things I'm going to do here, we're just going to show you one of the ways to separate some black sand from your gold. And so one of the things I like to do is go through the black sands. We're just slushing that up, and basically we're collecting that off the bottom. And those are those heavier materials, again, that gold like to hang out with. I do have to say I'm pretty shocked that there's only that much magnetic black sand there. You know, and then what you can do once you have those black sands out, what I usually do is I pick them up again and let them soak down again and pick out the fine golds out of it, because it is going to catch some. Like here's two little stragglers that were in there. That's why you do it into a safety pan. I always wash my black sands at least 2 or 3 times before I actually dump them without checking them. So again, a little surprised that that's all the black sand that was in there. That was magnetic, at least, because there's a lot of dark sand on here. And this really is, guys, just 2 scoops right out of the bottom of the pan. So I am just quick panning this. I don't suggest you guys do this. I do just want to show you kind of what's in the first scoop. And then I'll pan the rest of it. Like I said, this stuff is so fine that I'm really going to need to take my time on this to give the cellar a fair shake. And for you at home, again, I'll go through this again, but basically that right there, there's a couple little specks there. That's what's in that first scoop. And like I said, I'll go through, I still have a lot of material that's that fine, and I'll just start separating it. So probably be back in an hour or 2. All right, so there's what we got out of there. I will say that was the most pain in the butt paydirt I've ever gone through. 80% of that black sand in there is not magnetic black sand. And I'm just going to say, in fairness, I panned this twice already. And I'm not going to pan it again because it's no fun. I might have some, you can see some of this little fine microscopic gold in here. Very, very fine flakes. And there might be more in the pan for all I know. I'll save the tailings and run them down a machine another time, or something when I get a chance. So anyways, I'll get that in the pan and weigh it out, and We'll be right back. All right, so there it is. 0.1 grams. Pain in the butt to pan through. It was fast shipping. The price is all right. 5 pounds for $22. Maybe there's another 0.05 grams in that. Again, I was real careful with it. I panned it twice, but there might be some fine gold that I missed. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that there is 0.05 grams in that. So then we're at 1.5 grams, so about $6 in gold. Nick, I'm sorry, but return on investment, $26 for $4, $6 in gold. You're right around that 20 to 25% return on investment. Way better sellers out there. Not better sellers, but better return on investments. I'd have to rate this about a 3 out of 10, maybe a little higher if I would have liked the sand or had a good system, maybe like the Gold Cube or something to run all this through. That might have been a whole nother story, but this sand was a pain in the butt, and like I said, it's not magnetic black sand, so there's no real way to separate it other than to just slowly go through it all. So I didn't want to set up the Miller table, and again, maybe I'll throw in an update. I'm going to go back through this, I'll save this, and if by chance I do find more, I'll update it in the video later on. So until next time, may there be more color in your pan than in the bottom of this container. Have a good night, guys. Take care.